Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is tarikaremba. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. So as you can see from the title and from everything that's happening here today with my beautiful base and me looking good, today we are going to be reviewing another Revlon foundation. So this time we are reviewing the Revlon Colorstay full cover foundation, and this is what it looks like. Yeah, so it's also like in a matte it's in a matte plastic packaging, which is, I guess they were going for that because it's a matte foundation. Anyway, before we get into this review, the shade that I'm using today is the shade Cappuccino. This is a matte foundation that promises up to 24 hours wear. It is also full coverage and it has SPF 10 and it is 30 mils like most foundations are. So yeah, honestly, as you guys can see from how good my base is looking, this review is going to be a banger, okay, because this foundation is truly a banger. So yeah, I'm not going to say too much right now. Let's get into the video. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. So first we're going to talk about the packaging. So this is what this foundation looks like. As you can see, it is in a tube that you can squeeze out, and this is actually different from last year. So I think I first saw this foundation last year, but the packaging was different. So I'm gonna put a photo of it. Okay, so I'm gonna put a photo of the old packaging next to me so that you can see. So I think it was just a packaging change. On the tube it says the brand's name, Revlon Colorstay full cover foundation. It says it's a matte foundation, and the shade that I have picked for today is Cappuccino. It also says that it has SPF 10 and it lasts for up to 24 hours, and of course, like most foundations, it is 30 mils, which is good. Okay, on the back it also has a cool little info section at the top there, which I think is pretty cool because you never really see something like that. So it's like the different options, and then like they fill in the part that has the right option, kind of like you're doing multiple choice. Anyway, so it says that this is a lightweight, non-cakey, comfortable wear foundation. That sounds good. It says that the finish is matte, coverage is full, and it wears up to 24 hours on the back as well. So yeah, this packaging, I mean, I do prefer the whole glass bottle situation, I will not lie, but I think that this is very convenient, especially if you're someone who's clumsy and like you often find yourself dropping your foundation and then breaking it. I think this is also convenient for travel because you can just pop it in your bag and keep it moving. So yeah, this is actually pretty convenient. So for that reason, I think I'm gonna give the packaging maybe a 4 out of 5. The only thing I don't like is that like it's in plastic packaging. Yeah, but also I wonder if this is recyclable. If anyone from Revlon ever watches my videos, please let us know if this packaging is recyclable. Hopefully it is. Anyway, let me check the website now to see if there's any other claim that was not listed on the packaging that we can find on the website. So I'll just read out the details to you so that you can also hear a little bit more, because there is a bit more information. So firstly, of course, the foundation wears for up to 24 hours. This formula is even heat and sweat resistant. Okay, so the next thing is that okay, so it says, throw out any pancake makeup notions. Our light mousse-like full coverage foundation is never cakey. So the formula is mousse-like. Guys, I think that's self-explanatory. It means it's not liquid, but it's not like solid either. Think of chocolate mousse, guys, like that texture. I guess, yeah, that's what it is. That's interesting because I usually go for like liquid foundations. I don't think I've ever tried a mousse before. So yeah, that's interesting. So it says it's a non-heavy matte finish that goes on smoothly and blends seamlessly. Okay girl. We'll see. And of course, our long wearing foundation comes in a tube for easy on the go applications. Like I was saying, it's easy to like just pop in your bag. So yeah, and it's available in 16 shades. Yeah, so you guys know that I always talk about shade range, and I always say, guys, like, we're in 2020. Our core excuse, okay, there's no excuse, a bunny excuse to not have you know, at least 40 shades, sweetie. I feel like, you know, yeah. Guys, I mean, you know the vibes already, right? But like, what I don't understand, right? And I feel like if anyone knows, please let me know down below. Why do brands introduce products and then have limited shade ranges? Because if you remember the Candid foundation review that I did last time, I think it had 20 something shades. This was another Revlon foundation. It had 20 something shades. This one has 16 shades. So again, it's like, what's the point of like releasing a product if you're not going to cater to everyone, you know? But one thing that I will say is that if I had to pick cappuccino, because of course caramel, which was like the next shade, was too light for me, so that was gonna end in tears, right? So I figured I'll go for this. And I feel like the whole situation with these foundations could be, I don't know, this is just like me, you know, speculating, right? It could be that multiple like shades are covered by one shade. So for example, someone who wears, like, I wear hazelnut on a normal day, right? So hazelnut, this is cappuccino, so maybe those two shades are covered by this, right? Which means if it's like that for all the shades, that means it covers up to 32 shades. But like I said, I don't know if I don't know, sweetie, I'm just saying. So yeah, I think it's possible that that was the whole idea, that this one shade could cover 2 to 3 shades, which would mean that like there's no need for all the shade ranges. But at the same time, I'm just like, if you guys can have lots of shades in your other products, why not just do the same with all your foundations? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Anyway, I feel like we've spoken about the foundation enough. Yeah, now let's get into the application. I think my favorite thing about testing out foundation is the fact that I do have hyperpigmentation. I mean, I hate that for myself personally, but for the sake of reviewing foundations, especially foundations that claim to be full coverage, it's great because I can actually test it out on my hyperpigmentation and see if it does actually cover everything. If it covers everything, then baby, it's really full coverage. If it doesn't, then that means it would be like more of a medium coverage that is buildable. So yeah, anyway, let's get into the actual application and see how this foundation wears. Okay, so first I'm going to prime using my Revlon primer. This is the Rose Glow primer. Even though this is like almost finished, I figured it would be the right thing to do for me to go in with a Revlon primer. Okay, cool. So the primer is on and I had already moisturized before. You guys already know the drill, so yeah, don't mind me. Anyway, now let us get into the application, darling. Okay, cool. So I'm first gonna squirt it out of the bottle so you can see. Cool. Ooh. Yeah, hey, that's a lot, but we move. We move swiftly along. Anyway, this is what the foundation looks like. So as you can see, it is definitely not liquid, and yeah, I guess it is mousse-like because it's a thick consistency, as you can see. Yeah, okay, cool. So I don't know, should I use a brush? I usually use a brush when I'm doing like a full coverage foundation, so maybe I should do that. So I'm just gonna take my flat foundation brush and okay, yeah guys, it is definitely mousse-like. Look at that. Yeah, okay, cool. This is my side with hyperpigmentation, and I'm just gonna go in with one line so we can see how that applies. Okay, come through, Revlon, come through, sweetie. Okay, so look, yeah, as you can see, my hyperpigmentation is definitely covered. So where I have the foundation, you can't even see that I have hyperpigmentation. So yeah, also look at the shade match. I guess I picked the right foundation here because this is warm, which is great. Yeah, it's looking warm, so I know that it's not going to like end up looking orange or anything, so that's good. It's the right undertone, and I guess I can make it work, especially when I now highlight and contour and everything. I feel like highlight and contour just brings everything together. If something is the right undertone but close enough to your shade but is not quite your shade. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so as you can see, I just covered the dark, I don't know if I can say these are dark circles, guys. Are these dark circles under my eyes? I low-key think they are, but anyway, so I just covered the dark circles under my eye as well. And baby, the coverage is still good, and it actually a little goes a long way, because that little amount that I put on my brush at the beginning is the same amount that I've used to cover this whole area. So yeah, now I'm just going to apply it to half of my face so that we can see how the coverage is looking. But so far it definitely looks full, and I don't know, I feel like upon applying it, like right now, it looks very satin, but I'm sure it's probably going to be matte by the time we're done because of all the powder and the setting spray and all of that stuff we're going to add. So yeah. Okay, so I have covered half of my face in foundation, and I feel like it is obvious as day that one side of my face has foundation and the other side does not. I look crazy, but you know, this just goes to show what I was saying about the whole foundation situation, that this is definitely full coverage, babes. Like, if you can see that half of my face has foundation, because this side is like my better skin side, so it's like definitely clearer than the other side. So if you can see that difference, then ish, yeah, who am I to fight the fact that this is actually full coverage? So yeah, it's looking good. I think this is actually a perfect, what's it called, thumbnail opportunity, so you can see the full coverage versus non-full coverage. But I think I'll also do this at the end with my full face on, because hey, yeah, I'm so bad at these. Anyway, anyway. So first of all, the foundation does not have a scent. I love that, because, you know, yeah, sometimes these scents are not nice. So yeah, I love that this foundation does not have a scent. It is very much full coverage, and as you can see, oh wait, we have a little extra here. Okay, cool. So yeah, as you can see, my what's it called, my hyperpigmentation is covered. Like, you can't even see if I have any underneath this foundation, and that is very impressive. Like, I genuinely love that for myself. You guys know this. I don't know, like, full coverage foundation is my thing, because wow, I look flawless, darling. I guess, yeah, the one thing I can say right now up until this point in terms of the actual foundation is that I hate the situation with the shade range, because I shouldn't have to now, you know, go through a whole face routine for the foundation to look good, because I'm now highlighting and contouring so that everything can like come together nicely. It should not have to come to that. So yeah, I think Revlon does need to do something about the shades. This is clearly an amazing foundation, so if they expand the shade range to cater for like more people, I think that would actually be a good thing. The other thing is, I shouldn't have to buy two foundations like to mix it so that I get my perfect shade, because it defeats the purpose. You know, someone would probably think I might as well go for a brand that has the range that I'm looking for. Alternatively, they might go for like one of the other Revlon foundations with like more range. So yeah, I think that it is worth, you know, looking into expanding just so that you can, you know, cater to more people. Because I'll tell you this, if I'm buying a foundation from one brand, then that is the foundation I'm buying. I'm not buying two foundations to mix it. I'd rather go somewhere else to do that. Because if you think about it, this foundation retails for, let's see how much it costs, child. Okay, so it's 180 rand at Clicks, right? Or 179. But anyway, 180 times 2, that's 360 rand. If I'm going to be paying 360 rand for foundation, for two foundations to mix so that I can say I'm using Revlon foundation, like, it's not practical for most people. It's really just not practical. So yeah, please look into expanding the range, because this foundation is the hun she thinks she is, but of course the whole range situation is a little, you know, frustrating. Anyway, let's now cover the rest of my face in foundation, and then I will touch base with you again at that point. Okay, so this is me with a full face of the Revlon full cover foundation, and yeah, the coverage is full. The coverage is definitely full, but like I said, the whole situation with the shade is making me very uneasy. I don't know, maybe I'm being paranoid. Can you guys see it? But yeah, I feel like, yeah, that's how it seems to be out here right now, and that's not cute. So let me actually get to doing the rest of my face, because wow, yeah. But I feel like what I do love about this, like I said, like the coverage is definitely full. Right now it's looking like more of a satin finish and not a matte finish, but I'm pretty sure when I'm done with my whole face and I've powdered and all of that stuff, I think it is going to be looking very matte. So anyway, I'm gonna do the rest of my face off camera because it is irrelevant to this review. So I will come back when I finish doing my makeup so that you can see how it's looking. Okay guys, so as you can see, I have finished doing my base, and baby I don't know about you, but I know for a fact that I look good. Okay, this is why I love full coverage foundation. It covers up all of your dark marks, it covers up all of your scars, it covers up your sins. Okay, I don't know about the sins part, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like, I look I look good. Shame, this could really just be me. Like, I'm not even wearing any like mascara or lashes. This looks really good. Anyway, so far Revlon, baby. I honestly at this particular point in time, I give this foundation a good 8 out of 10. Okay, good 8 out of 10, because honestly, like, I really enjoyed using this foundation. You guys saw how easy it was for me to apply to my face, and of course you guys saw like how full the coverage is, and even just the flawless finish that I get at the end. And yeah, I can definitely say that, like, once you're finished setting your face and all of that, it's a matte finish. It's no longer looking satin, as you guys can see, which is pretty amazing. So where did they lose marks, you may ask? Number one, 16 shades, baby. It's 2020. It's 2020. We need to do better. And number two, the fact that the packaging isn't plastic. Like I said, I personally prefer a glass bottle when it comes to foundation packaging, but that is a personal preference for me. But I do understand that the whole concept is for this to be an easy on-the-go foundation that you can just pop into your bag and keep it moving. So I get the concept they were going for. I'm just saying, tarikaremba, would have preferred a glass bottle. That's all. So yeah, that is like why it gets an 8 out of 10. But ultimately, do I recommend you buy this foundation? Absolutely, baby. Please actually buy this foundation. I think that you will actually enjoy it. Yeah, this is obviously also not my first time wearing this foundation. Yeah, but it's definitely a foundation that I have been gravitating towards a lot. Firstly, obviously, because it's summer, so like matte foundation is the thing that I go to. But also secondly, full coverage, you guys know. know, that is my ish. Okay, that is what I prefer. And of course, because if we're being honest, like this is actually like a really good foundation, so of course I am gravitating towards it, you know. So yeah, 8 out of 10. Do I recommend you buy it? Absolutely. If you guys enjoyed this video, hope you guys like it. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you do purchase this foundation, you know, let me know down below, or like tag me on my socials: Instagram at tarikaremba, Twitter at tarikaremba, Facebook at tarikaremba. Basically, if you're trying to find me anywhere, child, it's tarikaremba. I will catch you guys in the next few days with a vlog. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already.